Hi, it's Kevin Fleming from Group Mariana, developer of Playa Mariana in Nicaragua, and you're with me now day 5 on my 30-day adventure in and around the San Juan del Sur area. And the purpose of this video is just to give you a sense of what's happening here on a Friday night at about 5:30 in the afternoon. It appears the town is coming alive, which was very different than just a couple nights ago when I was here having dinner at one of the restaurants and watching the sunset, because there wasn't as many people. But certainly it does appear that San Juan del Sur comes alive on the weekends, which was to be expected. And you can kind of already see some of the popular places. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. On the first, second, and third floors are starting to fill up, and some of the other popular bars in and around the beachfront area. And it does appear, one of the things with San Juan del Sur is the sunset. You can see it comes down almost near that cliff. So half of the bay, you really don't get the sunset view in any way. You just get the glow. So you kind of have to be where I am facing right now. If I turn around, everywhere you look that I'm showing you in the camera now, you do not see the sunset. And you can tell by the shade on the houses and the buildings. And then only at about here, where I am right now, you can see right behind me there's a sunset. Only from this part of the bay do you see the sunset going all the way around. So that was very interesting when looking to rent a place. If sunsets are important to you, when you're booking a place in San Juan del Sur, I would say, judging by, when you can recognize, I haven't been in town yet, so I don't know the names of the streets or the businesses. I can only show you more about where I am. But it looks like when you come to town, there's this clearing area right over here. So that is about the beginning of where you can actually see the sunset. And then you have, 10 or 12 places of business where you can hang out. So definitely I would say on the southern end of San Juan del Sur, that's the much better area to come and stay when you want to get the sunsets. But otherwise, no matter where you stay in the bay at any one of these places along the beachfront, it's a short 15-minute walk along the beach to get to where you want to go, even if that's a restaurant close by. And I've been told that you shouldn't be walking at night in and around the beach area. But that's pretty well common sense, I think, anywhere in the world, right? Bringing day 6 to an end here in San Juan del Sur, another day at the beach. This makes almost a week here, and I've barely even touched the city. We've been coming for dinner in and out of San Juan del Sur almost every single day now, and it is very interesting. San Juan del Sur has definitely grown a lot. Highly recommended. It's a great place. It's Kevin here in Nicaragua, and more specifically, I'm at the El Buen Gusto in San Juan del Sur. And it's been a pretty relaxed week. This is day 6 of my, definitely not going to call it a vacation, but definitely a different work location. I am working in San Juan del Sur for 30 days, and I am going in and about this town, and over the next 3 weeks, going to be looking at the other developments in and around San Juan del Sur and trying to give you a sense of why this particular town is so popular. And I can see why. I've never really spent more than a day here, so spending 30 days in San Juan del Sur is going to be very, very interesting. Tonight I'm at this restaurant called El Buen Gusto. I think that's what it's called. But all of them here in San Juan del Sur, most of the restaurants are along this beachfront, which is quite amazing. So I'm investigating all the good, the bad, the ugly, taking some good details of these restaurants, how we're going to implement some of the great ideas that they've done at Playa Mariana, because there's certainly going to be a few locations where you can eat at the beach within our hotels at Playa Mariana. And it's good to see how many tables are in a restaurant, how many are beachfront, how many people show up on a Friday or a Saturday. Now, it's a little bit different because obviously we're building a restaurant for a hotel in a private gated residential development versus an entire town. But today's Saturday night. To be direct, I don't know what number of the month it is. I think it's the 26th today, or it could be the 24th. I don't even know anymore. It's kind of funny. The days, they sort of melt into one. But San Juan del Sur is a very interesting town. In case you're just watching this video for the first time, this particular town is what grew up first in Nicaragua for tourism. And talk to any local, and this is where they all come to party when they're younger and have those great teenage memories, and probably early 20s and on some, for partying down here in San Juan del Sur. There's not exactly a lot of beach houses per se, more than there is businesses. But the town has sure grown up from what I can see and what I've been told, and where we've walked around today, which you'll see in some other videos that I put together in the coming days, weeks, and months. I'm not sure when you're watching this video, but the sunset is starting to go down now here in San Juan del Sur, and it's beautiful. I've seen 3 of them so far this week, and it's really, really nice. So I'm gonna head out now back to the family there inside the restaurant, El Buen Gusto. They almost get a little mad at me when I'm making all these videos because I just sort of take off. So I'm going to go spend some time with them right now, and I'll come back to you in some other videos to come in a little bit. I'm gonna be walking this entire town in a couple of days, probably next week, or I'm not sure when you watch this video. Block by block, main drag by main drag, each and every avenue. Probably gonna spend 4 hours walking around, videotaping everything. So that is to come, but for tonight, you can see a nice sunset about to go down. It looks really, really great. So I'll give you a peek at this one more time before I sign off and go find myself a little bit of dinner. My daughter's on the beach, the family's to the left of me, and this is the sunset here in San Juan del Sur.